I really have three sort of life lessons. And the first being, I was a professional athlete, 10 years on the US ski team, couple of Olympic Games. And if athletes are in anything, they are ruthlessly practical and they will do what works. That's life lesson number one. I then, after I retired, I moved into investment management and in the money business. And I learned the eighth wonder of the world that Albert Einstein said is the compounding effect. In this case, the compounding effect of money, but the compounding effect plays out in life. And that's life lesson number two, the compounding effect. And then I moved into startup technology, and I learned the power of disruptive innovation. And that's life lesson number three. Several decades ago, my dad had his own health challenges, and it became a teachable moment for him. And in the depths and darkness of his body going bad, he called me up, and you get a lot of armchair quarterbacks when you're breaking down. And he asked me, "What do you think of this plant powder stuff?" It made immediate sense to me. You know, and there's lots of intelligence. There's intellectual intelligence, mental, emotional, social intelligence. And I respond as an athlete, kind of execution intelligence, you know, get her done. Most of us fall short in the healthy living daily do part. I saw these plant powders as ruthlessly practical to help me and my family, you know, bridge the gap between what we know we should be doing and what we're doing. I understood, made sense to me. I appreciated the science, but it took me about a year and a half until I actually felt anything, began to feel anything. Food, I was healthy, but here's the sort of understand that food does things to the body over time. The compounding effect kicks in. There's compounding effect to healthy lifestyle. Doesn't mean much in a day, in a week, or even a month, but the compounding effect. Enter the idea of conditioning, compounding effect. There's passive health, kind of reactive passive health, and then there's the vim vigor of durable health, getting on the field of play and taking action. And the difference between those two is just nothing more than sort of authentic, enduring daily action of fundamentals. I teach human performance now, and I talk about food conditioning with plant powders, food conditioning with nutrient density. It activates stuff, it modulates stuff, it protects stuff. We can get all science and geeky, but as an athlete, it looks like faster recovery, stronger adaptive response, but greater physiological durability. I talk about human performance for anyone. Best example of human performance I can come up with is pregnancy, right? Better circulation for a diabetic, more energy all day. Here now in 2020, I think plant powders are trending, they're timely, but they are timeless. They are simple, and we're certain of their benefits. The innovation part, look, there's innovation that makes new things that make old things better. And then the disruptive kind of innovation, lesson number three, the disruptive kind makes new things that makes old things obsolete. I think plant powders are doing that. They're delivering a food first approach to the marketplace of ideas. It's provided me with clarity, certainty, and conditioning for 20 years. I think plant powders are going to become standard of care in medicine. They're going to become just an obvious daily duh of a healthy lifestyle, prescriptive in a regimen in athletics. And to me, they're a no-brainer if you want to pound plant matter and get higher results. This past week, a friend of mine sent me an ancient word called salah. And I'll close with this. It stands for, it means to pause, ponder, and reflect. And in this teachable moment in the time we're in, listen to your intuition, listen to your common sense, listen to that quiet voice speaking to you. You know what you need to do. And I encourage you to connect with the person that shared this education with you. Finally, I believe sort of health is one of the greatest gifts we can impart to the next generation. As a father of three young girls, I think health has become an adaptive trait. It is a functional skill set. It is an acquired learning in the modern era. And there's a curriculum for it. And the most correlated attribute to health turns out to be zip code, turns out to be community. And the community you all plugged in tonight, if you're a guest, we're putting points on the board. We're activating healthy living around the world. I thank you for your time. God bless. Be safe, smart, sensible, and strong. We'll see you on the field of play.